This question has been asked to me, and I actually been researching this. Statistically speaking, the state of Michigan, where I live in, we have over 59,000 marriages, and 29,850 of them are in divorce. Now, that's a 48% of people that's legally married, 48% of people that's in divorce, man. So statistically speaking, in the United States, it's about like maybe between 40 to 50% of people that's actually married, and it could be many reasons, many factors and elements why people are not married anymore, or why people end up in divorce. It could be cheating. A man can have a lack of vision. I do believe that a woman is supposed to assist a man and help them out. What are you supposed to do? Because I was talking on the phone with a homegirl from South Carolina, and she was stating that, I'm not gonna put her business out there, but single mother and everything. She was just saying like, I'm really to want to work with my man, but at the same time, he's just still trying to find himself. He's out here, have other women, getting them pregnant, have different baby mothers, and he's bringing unnecessary drama into our relationship. And now I have this baby. I just have to continue to work at home, do what I have to do, educate myself, and take care of this child. And it can be very extremely difficult without no type of guidance or no father that's there, because the father puts instill discipline. But now I have to take the role of, it's just not only be the disciplinary but the nurturer as well for my child. And that can be very hard. It can be very stressful to a single mother, man. And when they put on that role, and they're not going to respect black men on top of that, because you don't respect yourself. And this is why you see, on average, you see some black women, or a lot of black women, just go around here and feel like they can boss a man around because we allow them to, or we feel intimidated, or higher in the higher positions than us, and they think they can talk to us any kind of way, because collectively as a whole, plus they've been indoctrinated, most of them, that this independent syndrome, you don't need a man, you can take care of yourself. Here, I'm the government, I'm your daddy. And I feel like this, relationships, man, I don't know if we value it, or it could be many reasons. Like, men can value their relationships, and a woman is out here, still trying to find herself and not complete within herself, and so her full, or her cup is not full, but her husband or her man is full, and he's constantly pouring out his love for her, but it's sucking him dry. That he has a vision, but she's not supportive, or feel like he's lame. It could be anything, man. Finances, just disloyalty. They not abiding by the biblical principles of marriages, and that you're supposed to be someone that you equally yoked. Then you got some people that's just desperate, that just get with someone because, for the sake of argument, they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be pressured into social media. They want to let everybody know, hey, at least I have somebody, even though that person that they're with is not, they're not compatible. And that could be detrimental effect too, because you start having sex, and you bear a child, and that child comes into a dysfunctional family. And I'm not saying all relationships are perfect. It's not meant to be. You continue to grow. That's why you do vows. And I believe that if one is married, then yes, the Lord will continuously bless that person, bless that individual, and they continue to put the full armor of Christ on, and they will stand against the devil, right? And his loved ones, because the devil, he hates structural family structure, he hates organization, he's all about corruption. And my parents divorced and everything, and I'm not married, and I do desire to get married one day. But of course, there's a lot of things I have to do. I had to continue to be self-sufficient. I had to travel. I had to see the world. I had to be complete within myself. And this is what the Lord was speaking to me while I'm single, because He still wants to work on me. And I still got to continue to carry out my vision. So therefore, when the woman is presenting herself to me, then I will be fully complete. I still won't be navigating through this world just in the matrix, just not knowing my purpose in life. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, I just think that statistically speaking, we say value marriages, or most of the people here in America, like I said, they go into Christianity or Judaism, but it's still involved in divorces. And it's nothing wrong being a stepfather or stepdad. I'm not knocking that, not disrespecting any type of people that's in that position, but I just feel like it's just still very, very functional and good for a man or woman to be present in the household at all times. And you got some people that's living in marriages illegally. They practice polygamy. They have more multiple wives, or they have legal wives, right, or more than one legal wife, which is bigamy, and according to the state of law. But you have wives, and that's just not don't have any type of marriage license, and that's what polygamy is, and it's really kind of wrong in so many levels, I guess, in America because they don't have a way to, just organize like just the marriage laws in a way, So I mean, 'cause you got to get your marriage license and different things like that, alimony, and people for different customs and religions practice polygamy. But just going back into this, I think that as the state of marriages right now, and where there's interracially, you got a lot of black men going out there and seeking other women and approval. And I looked that up too, and saying all because you're with a white person or someone outside your race doesn't mean you're going to have a successful marriage. It doesn't have nothing to do with the race or the culture. I just believe that marriage has to do with someone that's only thing you have things in common, but you guys have a vision, you guys have a goal, and you guys constantly gonna promote that and pursue that each and every single day. It don't even have to be money. People say you gotta be rich. I mean, yes, finances does plays a part, but at the same time, man, to individuals just making above minimum wage or just below minimum wage, and they put their money together, live below their means, and continuously have a positive mental attitude, is doing something constructive, productive every day. And that's what it is. And when they have a child, they have a plan for that child and its good future. So a lot of people going from their own personal agendas too as well. Get people just sleeping around. It can be many reasons, man. And I don't know if this is like the media or it can be things that's just promoting, marriages to fail. But I don't know, man. I think this is why it's a lot of black men or men in general is not getting married because they want to protect their assets as well. You look at this all and over again. You see, for instance, like Blake Griffin. He's paying child support like over $250,000 a month in child support. That's crazy. And for whatever reason, we don't know because she wanted to stop working or he chose the wrong person. But how can you know you chose the wrong person until after you have sexual experiences with that person? You don't know until they can be on their best behavior until when you meet them, and then once you put that ring on their finger, they change up on you. That's why you just pray. And I just feel like to those that are single, don't get discouraged to individuals. Don't get discouraged when people are in relationships, man. Just kind of just focus on yourself. I know you hear that all the time, but it's the truth. I mean, don't be anxious anything, man. Just love yourself, live life, teach yourself new skills, and you look forward to it because you keep transferring your energy towards like, oh, I don't have a woman, I don't have a partner, I don't have a man. Then you start overlooking your blessings in a way, and then it just makes life more not enjoyable in a way. But with the marriages, I'm not saying it's overrated. It is a beautiful thing that God loves, and He hates divorce because you put a lot of family members in jeopardy. Your mom or dad, or it can be grandparents and people in general, man, that has to live with that burden or that chosen because for whatever reason you decide to not be with that person. Now the child and the children have to grow up and figure out their paths and their future because especially if they used to their parents together for so many years and they decide to just break apart. It can be sad in so many ways, man. You feel like that God is not with you, and life is not it can be pleasant, man. And then you see other family structures that's very stable and very successful, and they you start comparing yourself. But yeah, man, I mean, to the single folks, man, just like I said, I'm single and everything. I mean, it's good to have fun, go out here and travel, but don't get upset with it. Just kind of meditate, love yourself. I know you can get lonely at night. You're sleeping by yourself. You wish you can have that partner you can experience with, talk about how your day is. You want some soothing words, but with the statistics speaking right now, don't get discouraged as well from getting married, but just let God lead you. And the best way to do that, open up the word, talk to Him, and pray that whoever partner that is, that He will be waiting for you, that you will be complete and fulfilled, and that person would be submissive and yielding to authority. But yeah, man, this statistic fact, relationships, it's this beautiful thing because you can be in a relationship and still not fulfill your purpose. You got people that's in relationships that's not happy within themselves. They hate themselves, right? They always got to ask permission. Where can I go? Can I go outside? Can I go do this business adventure? Can I go to this conference? Or can I do this? Can I hang with this person? I mean, they constantly they pretty much a slave. And some people just like, okay, I'm growing, I'm trying to learn, I'm actually involving every single day. I always got to ask permission from my significant other, and that can lead to disrupted in a relationship. You know, relationships to fail. But yeah, man, I just kind of want to talk about that, man, because I've been kind of thinking about that at night. You know, just sleeping and meditating on it. But yeah, man, you know, relationships is just extremely bond. It's a good thing when you're with somebody and you have the ability to be fruitful and multiply, and that's what one of God's commandments that God stated in the book of Genesis, right? And we all also want to get there, but you still can be successful and still meaningful in this world without having a significant other. You got people just talk down on you, like, oh, you may be gay, or you know, you're stupid, you don't know how to talk to women, you're socially awkward because you're like 28 or 30 years old with no woman, no significant other, even though you give to the homeless, or you have a nice house or a car, or you doing things in society that the average person is not doing. You know, so that's all I had to say on this one. But it is what it is, man. Don't get discouraged. Love yourself, and yeah, man. Just continue to grab life, man, by the horns, man. And we all have gifts, and just exercise, and somebody will recognize it, man. And just don't lead by through your own flesh, because you can get the wrong person that's abusive